What's up, gamer dudes and gamer gals, and happy Halloween! Right here, right now, I'm reporting on the progress of the Five Nights at Freddy's movie to discover if anything has been altered or announced within the last 7 months. As always, if you enjoyed today's video, then it would be awesome if you dropped a big ol' like and subscribe for more Five Nights at Freddy's movie content like this. Now, without further ado, let's get started with today's video. We'll begin by filling in the gaps and clearing up some misconceptions from last episode. One subject I failed to cover was a claim that Jamie Lee Curtis, known for the film Halloween, was open to and was being considered for a role in the film. In an alleged interview cited by these sources, Blum revealed that she is a huge fan. I just sent Scott this big thing that Jamie Lee signed. Scott Cawthon came to see Halloween in Texas, Austin at Fantastic Fest, and he really liked it. Blum said, Jamie and I did a Q&A afterwards. Unfortunately, he wasn't there, but she talked about her love of Five Nights at Freddy's. When questioned if he was considering Jamie for a role in the film, Blum replied with, I hope so. I'm thinking about it. I had the same thought as you did. Take all this data with a grain of salt, because although the interview does appear to have taken place, this information was published on or around October 28th, 2018. Wait, what? That's nearly 1 year ago. How did I fail to cover this?
You suck!
So let's just say this is legitimate and Jamie Lee Curtis will be in the film. Is this great or awful? Well, after being a complete wuss, I managed to watch a few clips of her featured movie, Halloween. From what I've seen, she looks like a pretty solid actor. She conveyed her emotions for each scene quite well, but frankly, I don't know enough about film to strictly rate her performance. For more information on Jamie, be sure to follow the links in the description or search up Jamie Lee Curtis on Google. Now I'm going to switch gears and clear up those misconceptions I briefly touched upon earlier. Just to recap, last episode I claimed that the organ teaser was not linked to Five Nights at Freddy's Help Wanted, but was instead the groundwork for the film's Freddy Fazbear animatronic. Sadly, this was deconfirmed with the release of Five Nights at Freddy's Help Wanted, where Organ made its debut as one of several hidden images. According to an official statement by Scott, Aaron Fletcher himself, the creator of Showbiz Pizza, was nice enough to take those pictures for me, specifically for this project. I had wanted some cool images of animatronic parts and went straight to him for them. To our dismay, the Freddy endoskeleton head is merely a remnant of a Showbiz Pizza animatronic. It is in no way intertwined with the Five Nights at Freddy's film. I can't say I'm disappointed, because that means we'll get an even more accurate animatronic design. I do feel, however, that it was a step in the wrong direction to reveal the image as a teaser. The community obviously perceived it as something more grand, and I contributed to that false assumption. It seems as if Scott himself recognized his mistake, as the images are absent from any further releases. I removed them when people traced them back to Showbiz Pizza. I had hoped they were obscure enough to not be so easily identified. I obviously didn't want to connect the two and make people think that Freddy's was based on Showbiz. I love Showbiz Pizza, and Aaron Fletcher has been terrific every time I've gotten to talk to him. I just didn't want to send any negative attention his way, so I deleted the pictures. Scott, you've made a grave mistake underestimating the fandom. We're talking about a community that is relentless in its conquest to solve the Five Nights at Freddy's lore. Of course they track these images down. Speaking of lore, why is it that Scott needed these photos? I mean, we've seen real-life portraits and paintings scattered throughout the games, but animatronic parts? Why now? There's no right solution, but I propose Scott is building up to a connected universe between the games and the film. Keep in mind the script is almost finished, therefore Scott knows the introduction and probably the climax. He can proceed to sparkle bits and pieces of clues throughout the next few titles. I feel like this will spark a satisfying discussion, which I'll leave open to interpretation for the comments. Who knows? Perhaps it could eventually warrant a standalone video. Now we transition to the foundation of today's installment, the new data leading up to the present. For starters, we've learned that the Five Nights at Freddy's movie script is in development from the September 29th issue of the upcoming Post Mega Thread. Note the use of the word "we" in his language, implying it was a collaborative effort. This is further affirmed via a recent tweet by Jason Blum saying, "Still working on the script, but we are making progress. It sometimes takes a super long time to get a script right. Looks like Blumhouse isn't canning the project anytime soon, as Blum is still very much engaged in its production. It's reassuring to know they're taking things one step at a time in the studio. Good movies are typically hard to come by when they're rushed and lack depth. Sadly, it seems as if development is still in the planning stages. Therefore, the movie will most definitely arrive no earlier than 2021. I know this is soul-crushing since some of you have been patiently lingering since 2015, but it'll no doubt be worth the wait considering the amount of effort poured into this project. Sadly, that just about wraps it up for today and the Five Nights at Freddy's movie 2019 Progress Report Revisit. We didn't have too much data to gloss over, but I know how much you guys and gals love these types of videos. Before I end today's episode, there's one thing I want to mention. The Team Trees movement that is taking the internet by storm. For those unfamiliar, this is an initiative to raise money to help plant 20 million trees. For just $1 a tree, you get to contribute to a cause to better the environment and the world. So, what are you waiting for? Click the link in the description and help make the Earth a better place. So, what is your opinion on Jamie Lee Curtis in the film? Are you disappointed with the outcome of the Freddy endo? Will the movie be good or awful? Tell me in the comments below. I want to thank each and every one of you for watching, and thank you for selecting Awesome Gamer Dude, and I'll see you all back here soon. Goodbye for now, and have a spooktacular Halloween.